Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Marvelous Junk. I am Junk. We're just waiting on Marvelous. So, Chad should be here shortly. So, how is everyone doing? Today is Sunday, August 18th. So hopefully your weekend has been good. Mine has been somewhat productive. I recorded a video yesterday for this upcoming Friday. Did some editing, blah, 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 blah. So, And what else? I'm trying to think of anything else. Let me know how your weekend has been so far. There's a few things I kind of wanted to talk about. I'm going to wait for Chad to hop on, but I will show you what I'm drinking, though. So tonight, I got another Olipop, and this is a vintage cola flavor. Olipop has so many different flavors. I didn't realize how many flavors they had, but this is one of those. If you're not familiar with Olipop, they support digestive health. That's what they say right here. So it's supposed to be like a prebiotic thing, but anyway, vintage cola. I'm assuming it's supposed to taste like Coke or Pepsi or a cola. So we'll see. An RC perhaps, but cheers. All right, kind of soda-like. There he is.
I made it. I'm here. Don't panic.
Just trying to vamp for a few minutes.
Hi,
I was just talking about my Olipop vintage cola.
Ooh, how is it?
It's good. It's got like a hint of cola. It's not like super cola. It's more like whisper of cola. So
somebody opened cola in the same room as it, and
yeah. I got like a faint like whiff of it.
Wash. Yeah.
How are you? How are things?
I'm good. Don't mind me while I plug in my microphone. I don't know if this is even gonna work. But good overall. Busy. Been doing a lot of stuff with D&D. I've been doing a lot of filming recently because I have a stack of new dolls still in their box, and I've been trying to get through that stack just because they take up so much. It takes up so much room, and space is not. I don't have a lot of it right now, so I've been trying to make more space. I've got through a lot of them. Today, I just opened some of the G3 core refresh dolls. So these three, I did a review for an unboxing earlier today. And then last weekend, I think I did the Descendants thing. But before that, I did a bunch of like Barbies and stuff. So now I just have like backup stuff for like if there's a weekend that I can't film for some reason, I have like extra videos ready to go.
That's very smart. Very smart. Let us take a look at the chat real quick. Calcium intake. Hello. I love your little cow avatar. It's cute.
That's adorable.
Meryl. Hello. Kennetha. Hello. Diane. Hello. LaShawn. Hello. Obel. Hello. Calcium bought their first Illy Forever Ursula doll. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get a good sale? Because I've been seeing a lot of them like on sale at Target and other places. So hopefully you were able to get it on a sale price.
Alex J. Hello. Fat Steve. Budget. Stop store. Find something on the budget. Overspend. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much any doll collector Wars story.
Tell us you're a dog collector without telling us you're a dog collector.
Yeah.
Hi, Olivia.
Cookie dough. You watch Alice in Wonderland?
Nice. But which version? Was it the Disney one? Was it the 1987 one? Was it the 1996 one?
So many versions.
Yep.
Marilyn, hello. Obel, hello.
Hello.
David, hello.
Hi, David.
LaShawn.
Hey, LaShawn.
Okay, you're talking about the Olipop, I think. ACV. I'm not sure what ACV is. What is ACV? Am I totally missing something? Yeah, there is like a weird maybe aftertaste or something. Megan.
Actually, no. What does ACV stand for? Apple cider vinegar. There's a lot of different acronyms only work if everybody knows.
Jeremy, hello.
Hi,
Olivia
good
loves
evening.
your shirts.
Oh, it's Ursula.
Abby, hello. Christopher Neff, hello. My Little Pony G6 or G7 dolls.
No idea. We're only just on G5. I feel like, although I guess it switched over to G5. It's been a couple years now, but I don't know. It depends on how successful it is. Only time will tell. I have no clue.
Abel also likes your tank.
Oh, thank you.
So Calcium got it for $14.
Nice.
Good. Yeah. Should I fill a doll enthusiast Arjun from Barnian? Is that I'm not sure who Arjun from Barnian is. So look them up. Oh, apple cider vinegar. It is apple cider vinegar, yeah. Bear. Hello, Bear. From Barbie Nation. Lost his mother.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
That's sad.
Yeah, I messaged him on Instagram. So when I saw that.
That's awful. Becky Beach, hello.
Hey, Becky.
Okay. Lots of. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, that's kind of like a. Yeah, that's so sad. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few things.
No.
Just a few.
Okay.
So the first thing is I just watched Wish this weekend.
Cool.
I did not enjoy it.
Tell us how you really feel.
I thought it was kind of boring, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest, and I know I'm not alone in that sentiment. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of bland, I thought, and I'm not sure. I was thinking, it's supposed to be like celebrating Disney's 100th anniversary. It's going to be like this really amazing movie. I was like, oh, the animation style is a little different too. That's also going to be cool. But yeah, it was kind of a letdown, honestly. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I'm curious as to what your opinions are on the Wish movie. But what are your opinions on it, Jed?
It was cute. It was a cute. It's a Disney movie. It probably could have been a Disney TV release. So here's the thing. I happen to know that there were certain things behind it that caused it to end up being what it was, because it was the 100-year celebration. I don't know if it's their 100th movie. I don't remember if that was the case or not, but it is. It is their 100 years that they're trying to celebrate. So what they're doing is they wanted to put as many Easter eggs in as possible and pay homage to previous Disney movies, and they did that. And I think that was my favorite part of it, was looking for all of the stuff, like all of the callbacks, all of the references. It was really fun doing that. I enjoyed it. The music is fine. It's enjoyable. It's not offensive, but overall the movie is lackluster. And what I was about to say was, I happen to know that the movie was behind schedule and they pushed it out in time for the 100-year celebration. So it's technically unfinished, and it shows, in my opinion. So that's kind of like what led to it. That was the two main focuses, was one, Easter eggs, references, all that stuff. And then, oops, we're out of time. We need to push it ahead of schedule. And they had to finish it up. So they changed the story. There's more in it. Like, there's like not really a like a behind the scenes kind of thing. There's a little bit of that on YouTube. And then there are some other people that talk about, like they do Disney movie reviews and stuff like that on YouTube, where they reviewed the movie and they explain it much better than I'm explaining it. And they have better sources. I'm going off of memory from watching their videos. They have actual sources and like whatever. So, and they could explain it, you could look it up, but, so, I mean, it's an unfinished movie in its essence. And the story was kind of half baked. They kind of had other story options that I think would have been a little bit, that might have been a little more successful, or I don't know. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's kind of a little bit of a letdown, because they did do a lot of advertising and building up for it, and then that is what we ended up getting. So after I watched the movie, I did watch a bunch of YouTubers like reviewing the movie, explaining. I had to watch a video just on the Easter eggs, because I like totally missed most of them, because they're pretty, I mean, some of them are pretty subtle, and if you're not like looking for them, you wouldn't necessarily get them, but yeah, there are a ton of Easter eggs in it. But I don't know. I guess I was just expecting more, and I did not get what I wanted, so that's fine. It was interesting. So I'm looking it up, and on Rotten Tomatoes, it looks like it got a 48% from the audience score is 81% somehow. Like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's not an offensive movie. No. I'm not offended by it. I'm just wanting more, and not in a good way. Like it didn't give me enough. And it got a 48% from the critics, and which I feel is accurate. Because from a technical standpoint, like, it wasn't super great. From is this movie enjoyable and I can put it on for my kids to watch on Disney Plus? Sure, it's a good movie, but I guess that's, I don't have much more I can say about it. I wish it was a better movie.
And maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe they'll go back and finish it or something, or put out an intended version. I don't know.
To be honest, I don't know. Hold on, I want to see. Okay, how much money did it make?
I was going to say, I do now know why they call Magnifico Daddy. Because he is kind of he is very attractive in this movie. I will say he is very, very handsome.
Definitely.
I thought he was handsome. Yeah, I thought he was handsome from just like the doll, and that's why I have him. But like seeing him in the movie, I was like, oh wow, okay, he's like, he's a good looking guy.
So I was looking it up, and it looks like Wish apparently had a budget of $200 million. And they needed to make at least $400 million at the box office to consider it a financial success. Because it's not really a success until you I don't know, double the money or whatever, however, anyway. But it only made 23 million out of the 200 million. So they took a drastic loss for that movie. So I highly doubt they are going to touch it again. I don't think it's going to get a sequel. I don't think that they're going to, I don't know. They might. That was the initial release, the opening week, that was opening weekend. So, it probably has made more obviously since then. Yeah. But it wasn't like a box office smash, where people had to watch it and watch it again and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a thing. But it'd be interesting. It'd be nice if they did. It would be nice if they just did a better movie from the get go. Because you could do a sequel and try and retcon stuff or try and add on to extend it. But I don't see them doing that with what's currently out there.
Yeah, I feel like that taste. That weird taste in your mouth is not going to go away, unfortunately. Yeah. Speaking of weird taste in your mouth, what do you think of the live action Snow White trailer? Have you watched it?
Yes. I have watched it. I will begrudgingly say that the trailer looks good. Just from purely if you look at the original Snow White trailer, some people have, what they've done is they've gone to the original Snow White movie and took the scenes out of the animated film to make the trailer match up, so you can see shot for shot what and it like I said, begrudgingly, I have to admit that it looks good based off of that. I'm not a fan of what's her name, Rachel Zegler or whatever, I think that was her name. I'm not a fan of her. I know nothing of her work. I don't think I've seen anything of her before this. My exposure to her is the interviews that she gave for the movie, and she basically crapped on the movie the entire time, and I don't know, it just, it rubs me the wrong way when they change a story so much. But it also kind of depends how they do it, because they did it for Maleficent, but that worked. The type of changes that they're making for Snow White almost don't seem necessary, and in my opinion, and it feels like they're, what I feel like they probably should have done is just make a new movie. A new story, if that's what they want, the direction they wanted to go with, rather than change. But I don't know. I don't know what changes they actually did. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go to theaters or not. I may or may not. Because, it's a Disney movie at the same time. It's I'm kind of not boycotting, but I don't want to support it. But at the same time, I do want to support it. I don't know. I'm conflicted.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out and watch this in the theater. I don't. It's whatever. And I do know about all the what's her name, her stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I would. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of whatever about it, honestly. I do wish that they had, and this has been brought up a lot. so the dwarves are CGI, but they could have easily used actual actors for the dwarves.
Yes and no. I feel like they should have cast little people to play the dwarves regardless, even if it's just voice acting. The reason I say it that way is because if you look in the trailer, the way that they are dancing, I know that like with people who have dwarfism often tend to have, okay, I'm going to put my foot in my mouth and I apologize. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm still going to say it. But like, I know that like there's mobility issues involved with certain types of dwarfism. And, you know, I know that Disney is really big on like image. They want it to look a certain way. And I think to get the look that I don't know if they would have been able to move the way that they moved in the trailer, the way they were dancing, which might be the reason that they decided to go with CGI. That being said, I still feel like they probably should have given the voice acting parts to people with dwarfism. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just...
I don't really agree with that. With the whole like movement thing. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that should. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's ways to get around that.
Oh yeah, no, there definitely is. I think that's the reason they did it. I don't think that is what should have happened, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying. I think that might be the reason they chose to go with CGI. That's my assumption. I don't know, but. You know, like if they're trying to go for a specific look or a specific sequence or something like that, because the thing is they've done it in the past. Like there are other Snow White and the Huntsman and what was the other one? I forgot. There's other live action Snow White movies that have like actual little people playing the parts of the dwarves. So like it's been done. It can be done. Right. But I'm like, I saw that and I think that might be why they decided to go that route. And whether they did full live, we kind of expected full, they say live action. So we're expecting full live action.
Right.
But they decided to do CGI. It's just, I don't understand. I don't get it. I can speculate all I want, but I don't know the full reason why they finally decided to do it that way, other than trying to keep it looking like the original movie.
Weird choices is all I'm going to say. All right. Geisha Girl, hello. Any new stuff or dolls? Yeah. That's my short answer.
Yes.
Yes. Daddy, Miss Boozehound. Hello. Look at all the drinks. Miss Boozehound is leaving.
Mirror, Mirror. That was the other one. I see Geisha Girl said Mirror, Mirror. That was the other. Yeah, that was the other movie I was trying to think of. Is that the one with Julia Roberts? Because I really liked that one. She's hilarious.
Moana 2. I haven't. Did I see it?
Yeah.
I think I saw a trailer for Moana 2. It's weird that they're like going all in on Moana between this and the live action movie. They're really like investing.
That is interesting. Yeah. Timing is interesting. Moana 2 coming out now makes sense. Live action Moana, interesting choice. Not going to say it's bad. Maybe, you know what? I bet you they're doing it because they wanted The Rock to play Maui. And he is. So, and I think that's what it is. Because the thing is, most of the live action remakes are like much older by comparison, but from when the live action movie came out. But yeah, I think because they wanted to they want Maui to reprise his role. They're like, well, we got to do it soon. So that way, you know, we don't wait another like 30 years and then he doesn't want to do it or he's too old for the role or whatever.
Right. Cheyenne, hello. You hate the Snow White dress. I don't like her. I think her hair looks weird in the trailer. Also, it's like I don't know. It's like the way it's like shaped is strange to me.
Yeah, I think here I'm gonna pull up pictures just so that way we have a where's my mouse? There it is. Just so we have like a reference. Like, I don't know. There's like, that's the original picture that we saw. I mean, the hairstyle, here's the thing. The original hairstyle was done because of when the movie came out. It was like a style that was popular in the late 30s. And this is kind of like a slightly modernized take on that hairstyle. And it is kind of weird.
It's like flat. It's like too flat or something. I don't know.
She's missing her bow is what it is, because like the original one, and if you look at any of the dolls and everything, she has a red bow, and that pop of color, it adds volume in a way without actually adding volume to the actual hair. If she had a bow there, I think that would make a difference, or even a tiara or crown or something. But yeah, that was that. Gal Gadot looks amazing though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to see Gal Gadot's performance.
Yeah. Wonder Woman. Anika, hello. Yeah. I agree. Lots of hate for these Disney movies.
Yeah, see, I think they just wanted to give the Seven Dwarves an animated look, even though it's supposed to be live action. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, looking at this, like, it's not even a matter of who's playing them. I think they really just wanted a stylized look, because they all have large heads and small bodies.
Yeah, it'd be cool if some cute dolls came out of this.
They're gonna have merchandise for sure. I'm interested to see what they would look like. So somebody said that one of the comments said that they didn't like the dress, and like I'm looking at the dress and like I don't really have an issue with it per se. Looking at the dress here, I think it's slightly different because the original one is very simplistic because it's animated, like it's drawn like the way that it is. But I think the issue that, or at least from what I see from a lot of people talking about it online, the issue that most people have is that it looks too much like the Disney Parks costume as opposed to a live action interpretation, which I don't have a problem with the dress. It has long sleeves, which is a little, because the original one didn't have long sleeves, but, and I'm not a huge fan of the long sleeves, but that's literally, I'm about it.
Yeah. We see you, David. Mermaids Dolls Riviera. I don't know is Riviera. I don't even know what character that is.
It's the one that has a mermaid tail and brushable hair.
Oh, right. That one.
Oh yeah, she's the one that looks like a rock. Like her tail looks like a guitar, and she's got purple curly hair.
Got it.
Yeah, they can't give her away. So there's the discount store near me. They still have an entire section of that doll, and like she's just not selling. Yeah, that one. I don't know why. Like I don't know why she's not. Like anytime I see a mermaid doll, it's always her. Like either she did sell really well and they made a lot more of her, or she's just not selling. And like when I find at Ross or at the discount store, they just always have this one and they never have any of the other characters.
So weird. Lots of Snow White comments. Yeah, I agree with you, Diane. Yeah. I think the thing with casting actual little people is that's seven roles, and you don't typically get that many opportunities in one movie anyway. So I really do think it was a missed opportunity.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I think that like during the process of this movie and the like PR and like promoting the movie, there are just so many mistakes, so many missteps. First of all, letting Rachel talk is like probably, or at least just giving her like talking points. Like you can say we're going to modernize it a little bit because of, certain concerns that people have had with the original like subject matter, but like like the way, I think it's the way she said it rubbed people the wrong way. But like there's that aspect of it. Then there was the way that they handled the comments made. What was that one actor from Game of Thrones where he was like complaining about what's that?
Peter Dinklage?
Yes. When he made that comment on that podcast and it went viral, Disney's reaction to it, like they didn't directly respond to it, but then they started making like they're going to be magical creatures instead of dwarves and all this other, and then those pictures of the live actors walking through the field and stuff like that leaked or whatever. Like all this stuff was happening. It's just like there's so many missteps and mistakes. It's like really Disney should have just kept everything on ironclad lockdown and not done anything until the movie came out and they were ready to share stuff.
Yeah. I think there's a Lilo and Stitch movie too, right? Planned?
Yes, there is a Lilo and Stitch live action coming out next year. Anyway, they're in the process of filming it right now. So There's been a couple leaked pictures of like on the set, like out on the beach and stuff like that. I'm really excited because that was one of my favorite Disney movies for the longest time.
I agree, Fats. He kind of is a gremlin. Hello, Las Muñecas.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, which version of the live action Stitch? Because a couple of those were fake. And we only actually ever got to see what he actually looks like at D23 last weekend. So we only just got the actual picture of what he looks like.
Yeah. Just a reminder. This is when the Disney dolls are coming out. The Midnight, what is it? Midnight Masquerade, something? Midnight Masquerade. Yeah. So you are going for Alice, right? Are you going to go for the Queen too?
I don't know. I haven't fully decided. This is going to be... So Alice is going to be right before I leave for Disneyland. So I'm going to try and get her. And then I'm going to be at Disneyland, and then I'm going to probably spend a lot of money and get, if I find other dolls there, or if, like on food and other merchandise and stuff. So afterwards, the Queen of Hearts will be coming out after I come back from Disneyland. So I got to see where I'm at, like how much money do I have left over from my, like what I've saved to spend while I'm there. And I don't know. It also depends on how I feel in that moment, because if I'm looking at her and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it, because I'm still like on the fence that, I might not end up getting her. She's a cool doll, but she's not like calling out to me the same way. I have a Queen of Hearts doll that is a lot more movie accurate, and I actually really like it. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Mama Marvelous is in the house.
But yeah, I mean, I like the Queen of Hearts doll that I have. I have one that's like a Disney, like movie accurate one. And then I have one that Diane sent me. That's a Barbie collector one that's done up like Queen of Hearts. And I don't really need any more, but we'll see. I haven't decided.
I'm treating myself to Gaston, hopefully, for an early birthday gift.
Definitely. I think does it say, it doesn't say on that page, but when they showed like the numbers, if I remember correctly, I think Gaston had higher numbers, and I like how many they're making of him. So I think that they know that he's going to sell. I could be wrong. I could be remembering it wrong, but
yeah, these aren't clickable. Good night, Bear. Thank you for joining.
Night, Bear.
The other thing I wanted to talk about were these Build-A-Bear. I'm not like a huge like stuffed animal person, but they have these glow in the dark Build-A-Bear animals.
I love it.
Yeah, the pumpkin is really cute. The cat is really cute, but these are the outfits. Like The sloth.
that's a oh my god!
Really want the sloth.
You know who would like the sloth is Elvira from the Doll Circle, because she collects sloths. She likes sloths, so I'd be surprised if she doesn't get that.
Well, like, look how cool this guy looks.
I love the little Converse shoes. Oh my gosh, and the jeans and the T-shirt. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so yeah.
I don't collect plushies. I don't have the space for it. I do not collect them. In fact, I think the only two that I have. Do I have one? I only have two left. So the only two that I have, one is a Pokemon one that I got from one of my exes, who we're still friends. But anyway, he got it for me when we were dating. And the other one that I have is that one back there. It's a Build-A-Bear Ursula that Cherry. Oh my gosh, Cherry Fakewell. That's who. I can't remember the last name. Anyway, sent me that one, and it's like I don't collect Build-A-Bear. They're just too big, and I don't have the space for it. But they look so cool. I like that axolotl you showed at the beginning, though. That's freaking adorable.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Oh my god, the mini pumpkin. I just noticed that's like a smaller. Yeah, it's little. Oh my god, that's adorable.
Mini beans. So yeah, I had this one in my cart. I was like, I can't, because it's like with shipping and everything, it's like $50, almost $60, and I'm just like, I can't spend that much money on a stuffed animal. So
yeah, that's the other thing, is they are really pricey. They are really expensive, Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
And I can't say they're not worth it, because I mean, I have one and I've seen them in the past. Like I've bought them for other people in the past, and they are very high quality by comparison. Like if you're comparing it to like a stuffed animal you get at Walmart or something like that,
right.
You know, the quality is definitely there. So I can't say it's not worth it, but is it worth it? Like, you know, like, do I want it enough to pay that, you know?
Well, yeah, my thing is like, it's like, I could buy like a doll on my wish list, or even So that's where I'm at right now. That's where my head's at. It's like, all right, am I going to spend money on stuff that's like cute and like?
Hi, Bear. Hi. Sorry, this is my nephew. Come here.
Hi.
This is my nephew Barrett. Say hi.
Hi.
Can you
hi.
wave? Hand up here. Say hi.
Cute.
All right, you want to go back up there?
Yeah.
All right. Can you close my door for me? Thank you.
So cute.
I bet you anything my mom sent him in here on purpose.
Probably. Looking at the comments. Chad loves a gimmick.
A little bit.
Miss Boozehound, thank you for joining. Enjoy your beverage.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for joining.
No, I did not get it, unfortunately. Kirby Liko-chan doll. That sounds cute.
Oh, nice. I haven't been keeping up. I have like an Alice Liko-chan now, and like I have the two that Cherry sent me, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't necessarily need to collect a whole. Oh, well, there is a pastel one that's kind of like themed around. What is it? It's not Hello Kitty, but it's like Hello Kitty's friends or whatever. Those look freaking adorable. I forgot their names, but
Monster High Enid and Wednesday are dropping this week. Yes.
Aren't they already out? I've seen people showing them on shelves.
Yeah, I think they are out. What's up?
Those are early? Like they weren't supposed to be out?
I don't know. I don't know. But if you're a fan club member, you should have gotten an email saying join us whenever, or they tease something, and it's the Wednesday dolls. But yeah, it feels like we've seen them and they've been out, but maybe they haven't officially been out. I don't know.
Right. So that's the thing, because that's what I did. What was I going to say? I saw the email and I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a second, because it was like something's coming or whatever, and it showed, you could see like right here in the mouth and like everything, and her collar, and it was Wednesday, and I'm like, but that's out already. Like it's already on. Like people show it on shelves and have already started finding it in stores and posting it on Instagram and stuff. And I was so confused. So like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, is this something new? Is this something different? But I don't think it is. I think it's just like them like formally being like, hey, here are the dolls, and
right.
So kind of boring. Hello, chilling like a queen.
Happy Sunday to you too.
Yeah. No. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Every time I see your picture, I want to play Animal Crossing.
Oh, did you see the Monster High game? Have you seen any? They're releasing a game for Monster High, like a video game.
Oh no, I didn't know that they were coming out with a game, like a video game.
Yeah, it comes out on my birthday.
Interesting.
But it's it doesn't seem that involved or interesting, honestly. Yeah. But aren't most games based on like doll properties, kind of whatever?
Yeah, they're literally to sell the dolls, just like the cartoons are. They have. Wait, what is this? Nintendo Matrix? Are they coming out with a new system? A new console? Oh, Monster High Skulltimate Secrets for Switch? Right. Is that it? Oh, okay.
Yep. Skulltimate Secrets.
Interesting.
Well, we enjoy hanging out with you too, Painted Corner. So Becky is saying that they're at her Walmart. So it is weird that they're like announcing these dolls.
I wonder if there was just like a misunderstanding for when they were supposed to put them out on the shelf. That might have been what it was.
Yeah.
Either that or maybe it's the dress one. The one in the dress is the one that's coming out, and the others are already out. I don't know.
Have you heard?
I just wanted to bust in for just a second and say hi to Enzo.
Oh. Papa Marvelous is here.
That's very sweet. I was going to say, not to fuel the rumor mill or to put out misinformation.
Ooh. Do it. I love misinformation. I'm kidding.
Did you hear about the G3, the Ghoulia is being canceled?
What? For what?
So,
¿Por qué?
So apparently, her doll is not selling well, which is not super surprising. But they are going to put the brakes on any new dolls for Ghoulia for the time being. They're not completely like yanking her from the line or anything, but they're not going to put out as many. And then I was thinking, like, when I heard that, I was like, we're in year 4 of this generation. So I don't know how much longer. Like, I don't know, how long was G1? G1 was like
Well, I mean, it went until like 2015-ish. Let's see here.
So that's like 5 years, 6 years. I'm just like thinking like how much longer does G3 have to be like, yeah, we're not going to put out any new ones, but maybe down the line. So it's like, are they expecting G3 to last a really long time?
Well, so, okay, I was right. I was going to say Monster High G1 came out in 2010, but I wanted to make sure I was right before I said that. So, yeah, it looks like Monster High, the first generation, came out in 2010. It went from 2010 to 2016. And then, so, I mean, that's only 6 years. Interesting. Okay, for some reason, I thought that they were around much longer than that. And then 2016 is when G2 came out, and G2 was only around for like a year and a half, 2 years. Hold on. When?
Interesting.
That is very interesting. You know what? I think it's just because it was such a popular brand, it felt like it had been around much longer than it was. Because it became one of Mattel's core brands, and it takes a lot of success to do. Yeah, June 11th, 2010 is when it came out. Wow, that's interesting. Because there's so many dolls. They pumped them out.
Yeah, but I was thinking like Ghoulia, she's only had 2 dolls in G3.
Did they do a second one? Oh, was it a Skulltimate Secrets one?
It was a Skulltimate Secrets, yeah. Which I'm wondering if that's why, like, because she only had 2 dolls. So it's like, well, you're not giving people many choices to purchase her.
Yeah, well, and then also, did they have her in the cartoon? You know what I mean? Like, in the animated series, was she present? Because that makes a huge difference for whether kids are going to want to buy that character or not, you know? Also, I'm wondering, this is once again speculation. I have no idea. I haven't heard that. This is just me. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with how they changed Ghoulia from the first series to the set, or to G3, you know, because G1 Ghoulia was very different. Don't mind me, I'm removing my fingernail polish as we're talking. But G1 Ghoulia was very different, and there was something about her that people really vibed with and really, really liked her. And I'm wondering if just people were like, well, we don't like the new version, so we're not going to buy, like, the existing fans were like, nah. And, you know, and then maybe they didn't have enough of her in the actual show. So kids were like, who? You know, like, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not a huge fan of her core doll. There's something about it that I think her brain coat, jacket, whatever that is, I'm not a huge fan of that. Also, like the weird flat skirt with the
I didn't like the skirt. I like the jacket. That's me though.
Yeah,
that's more like I like hoodies and casual sweatshirts on dolls. So.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. It just I feel like it makes her look older. Like it's a little matronly. If I'm gonna, I don't know. There's something about it that's just like very grandma, and I don't think that's what they were going for, obviously. But
I don't see it as grandma. I see it more as like kind of like 90s kind of hip hop oversized jacket, you know, like windbreaker jacket kind of, in a way. That's what it reminds me of, and I'm wondering if that, like, what their inspiration was behind it. But the one that gives me grandma is Twyla. I'm kind of disappointed with how they have styled Twyla's dolls. The Fear Book Committee or whatever it is, or is it Fear Book or Welcoming? The one where she comes with a little tabletop game set. That one looks really cute. But her core doll, it was a little. It was okay, but what I liked about it was that it was the G1 Twyla through the G3 lens. So like I was okay with it because of that, but it wasn't very flattering. It's like somehow she's a toddler, but also an old lady at the same time. Like I don't know how that worked, but that's how I felt for Twyla anyway.
Yeah. Hey MK. Yes, everything is money motivated. Like when you come down to it, it's all how do we make the most money? So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of how the world goes.
It's unfortunate in certain aspects if there's something that you personally like, but the thing is, the numbers don't lie. You know, if something's not selling, it's not profitable for a company to continue making it. And if that happens, the company does not succeed and the company itself can go away. So like, to a point, like businesses have to pay attention to that stuff. And, like if something's not working, they move on. And if there's people who happen to be fans of those things, even if they're not working, you can still be a fan of it. And it's unfortunate that it goes away. But I don't know, a lot of people look at that or, point out the business like wanting money thing. And that always like, I don't know. I guess like I'm kind of like I always play devil's advocate, just because people are always like, oh, they're money hungry and all this other stuff. And that topic gets brought up so much especially in the doll community. At least that's where I see it. but yeah, to play devil's advocate, that they kind of have to, like if they want to be a successful business and they want to if we want them to bring products,
they have to. They have to, but they can also throw us a bone and like.
Listen to our feedback.
Give us like if we're paying so much for something, give us some like quality, and I'm thinking specifically Barbie. I feel like Barbie is like notorious for garbage.
Yeah, Barbie. Honestly, like I think Barbie's the worst, and I think that's why most people complain about it. Is like that she's the most like it's obvious. I just wish that they would give us. I mentioned it like a long time ago in another video or another live stream. I just wish they would give us a peek behind the curtain more often. Like if they can let us know where is the budget actually going and why is it at this price. I think more people would be understanding of because like with that Ghoulia that came out last year or 2 years ago, the one that had the really, really tall red boots, they did a really good job, I feel like, of going through the design process and pointing out, like, they made the stand to go around her legs, not her waist, and like little things like that. Like when you get to see stuff like that, then it's like, oh, that's where the budget went. That's why it costs this. If they did that more often, I think people would maybe complain less, or no, they'd still find a reason to complain, but at least, I'd feel better about the price.
Jeremy wants to know what everyone is focusing on collecting at the moment.
And this is a class participation, so everybody else has to answer this in the comments too.
Yeah, you will be graded. I am. I think I'm collecting the same things I was collecting earlier. I don't think my collecting habits have necessarily changed. I am collecting more calico critters. That's probably the only major difference, I guess.
I've been noticing that. I have to catch up on your videos, but I've been seeing them because I have the notifications turned on, so I see when you upload those ones. And I was like, oh, he got another one, or he got it was a play set or something like that had, and I was like, I put that on my watch later.
It's the hamburger wagon calico critter, a super adorable, one of the cutest little sets that I think I've seen ever in my life. Yeah. I don't know. Are you collecting anything specifically these days?
For me, so I have like cooled off on some things and then started focusing on other things. So like for the longest time, it was like Monster High G3, Rainbow High, Shadow High, LOL OMG, Na Surprise, and then of course, not so much Disney at the time, because I didn't like the Hasbro Disney dolls. Recently, I've pretty much stopped collecting OMG dolls. If one comes out that I really like, I'll get it. But I have stopped collecting them. And out of the ones that I have, I'm getting rid of almost all of them. I'm going to be selling, or like I might give some to like my niece and nephews or whoever. But like I'm not really into the OMG dolls anymore. And there's only one that I'm keeping, or two that I'm keeping, and they're both kind of like 80s inspired. Like one's the birthday one that had the box that scared the crap out of me when I opened it, because it like you open it and it pops up with confetti. I'm keeping that one, and then there was the Madonna one. I'm keeping that one too, but I've stopped collecting those. Mm-hmm. I've also stopped. What was that?
The Madonna OMG doll is on my wish list for sure.
Yeah, she's cute. I like it. I like that she's got like the denim jacket and whatever, and the lace everywhere. Like it's the not like a virgin?
It's like Material Girl.
Material. It was kind of like a mix between a couple of her different looks. It wasn't a straight like one for one, but anyway, I really like it. I kind of want to reroute her though, because her hair is cut weird, and I don't know if it's just my doll or if it's the way it was designed. But anyway, I have also stopped collecting Na Surprise, just because I realized they aren't bringing me joy. There she is. Yeah, the denim. I love that denim jacket with that skirt. So I'm not a fan of the curly bangs with the crimped hair. Like the poodle bangs are just not my thing, which is part of the reason why I want to reroute her. I love how they put her in that hoodie for the promo images, because that's technically supposed to be Kitty K's hoodie. But
oh really? It doesn't even come. Shouldn't come with that. No.
Well, because so the gimmick with these was you got there's 4 girls and they were paired in 2s. So this one, it was this one, and then Kitty K were supposed to be BFFs, and they each came with a second outfit for each other. And then the other 2 was like inspired by Beyonce and like a country singing, like whatever, or maybe not Beyonce directly, but it was like a hip hop and a country girl, and they had a second outfit for each other. So like they were trying to encourage people to collect all of them, so you get the matching outfits and whatever, which was kind of a fun gimmick. But anyway, but as far as like other brands, I've also stopped collecting Na Surprise. They don't bring me joy anymore, and I'm also getting rid of a lot of them. I have cooled down on Rainbow High, but there's still like a handful that I really want to get. My focus right now is pretty much the Mattel Disney dolls. I love the Mattel Disney dolls. Disney Store, I've never stopped collecting those, the official Disney ones. And I don't collect Barbie really, except for like individual dolls, like the pink hair mermaid, the Odile face mold I really, really liked. But I don't really collect Barbie other than Made to Move for head swaps. And there was another one. Oh, and then, I mean, like Monster High, Collector Monster High and G3 Monster High. And more so the vintage stuff, like going to the flea market, My Little Ponies and vintage Barbie from like late 80s, early 90s. That's really my main focus, is the vintage stuff recently.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect more vintage stuff, or focus more on vintage stuff. I'm trying not to buy new stuff so much, but it's hard when like something really good comes out and you're like, this is so good.
And then when everything comes out at one time,
Right. Yeah, I'm totally trying to do that.
Someone's already listened. Vintage backs, yeah.
Lika-chan.
Definitely.
G4 My Little Pony, G3 Monster High. Oh, you're in France. Hello, Lucy from France.
Hi.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bummer that Europe. I feel like Europe gets the shaft as far as like doll releases goes. They really do like
Yeah.
you know.
Yep, I think that there is definitely. I mean, like a lot of other countries in general, I think the main focus is always the U.S. and then maybe Canada, and then like parts of the U.K. But then like a lot of other like Greater Europe and like other countries just don't get the releases. See, okay, so that last comment where they were saying the shelves were pretty full, I completely empathize with that because it's packed and I don't have much. This is all I've got. These right there, I have another bookshelf back there that's also full, and then my dresser over here that has dolls on it, and that's pretty much it. Like I don't have a lot of space, so I have to slow myself down. Like I can't be buying anymore if I don't have a place to put it.
Yeah, so I told you about my shelving incident.
Oh yeah.
So I'm still like I still don't know what I'm doing. Everything that was on the shelves they're in boxes right now. So I need to decide whether I want to drill these shelves into the wall and just like deal with it, or put them away, which I don't really want to do. So yeah, it's kind of like okay. So I think I'm leaning towards just drilling the shelving into the walls and just dealing with it because I really want to display my stuff and not like have to worry about are they gonna like are these shelves gonna like fall down and
in the middle of the night you just hear a crash and all your dolls start crying. Yeah,
exactly. MK, I didn't realize you were a new doll collector. Welcome to the new doll collector club.
Welcome to the addiction.
Yeah, I've only been collecting for a few years, so I still consider myself a new doll collector as well. But
oh, you want more the ones that I reviewed? See, I keep getting people like mentioning, they're like, I bought this doll because of you, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Or you're welcome. I don't know for introducing you, but like.
I'm also guilty of that. Like I also I've gotten people comment on my stuff and be like, oh, I wasn't going to get this, but after I watched your video, I was like, all right. So yeah, it is weird.
Don't blame me on your spending habits.
I mean, I've also been on the other side of that where I'll like be on the fence about something or like not interested in it at all. But then once you watch like a full like review, you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cute, or that's kind of like whatever. It's like
I don't watch too many. Like if there's something that I might get, I don't watch too many. Like I try not to watch reviews of modern stuff because if I end up getting it, I want it to be my own reaction. So like I usually like I'll watch stuff if it's things I don't plan on getting. But on the other thing though, I'll be like, to your point, I'll be watching like, for example, Lao Sky Painter, and she'll have a flea market haul, and while she's going and she gets the European Mermaid Barbie, European exclusive Mermaid Barbie, or like some G3 or G1 My Little Ponies and stuff like that, and I'm sitting here while I'm watching her video scrolling through eBay to see what I can find, and it's bad. It is so bad.
Yeah, for sure. Plastic Perfection, hello. Yes. Yeah, sometimes you have to like put the dolls on the back burner and not, there are other things in this world that you need to spend money on, excluding Bill.
It's true. It is true. I think the biggest one for me though is the collector dolls because I get FOMO real bad. If it's a general release, I don't worry about it too much. Although, and then what this happens with Victoria, where she disappeared off the shelves and I couldn't find her, and then people were charging $70 for her online, and I'm like, I'm not spending $70 on her, and I had to wait until I could get her at retail price again before buying her. But no, most general releases, I don't get right away unless if I know it's something I really, really want.
Yeah. 90s and early 2000s Barbies. That's right up your alley, Chad.
I don't go too much into the 2000s. Like there's like a couple individual dolls I remember seeing, but I was kind of like out not really into Barbie that much at that time. Because I kind of started getting more into video games. But also the changes that they made, the look of Barbie in the 2000s was not like, I really liked Barbie from the 90s, like I liked the over the top like outfits, the really colorful, stuff like that. I think the biggest examples are like Hollywood hair Barbie, camp Barbie, like the camping one where she, like going out camping and stuff like that. And then like cut and style glitter hair Barbie, and like those ones. I really, really like that style. But once you start getting into the 2000s, they kind of switched gears to keep up with the modern design and fashion and brats.
she's like a club kid, or like she's definitely like bar hopping, this Barbie with the smoky eyes and the kind of slutty outfits. Blythe dolls. Yes, I would love a Blythe doll. No, you're no, they creeped it out.
Okay, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. Like if other people enjoy Blythe dolls, like I'm happy for you that you have a doll brand that you enjoy. I apologize that I think Blythe is the one that was discontinued and they only made them for like 1 year, so they're really expensive. But they are terrifying. They are these huge heads with an uncanny face, and they have the glass eyes that are like I think they move, like, right? They change, you can change the eyes and whatever. Yeah. I can't with the Blythe dolls. They're Blythe, and then there's another one that's kind of similar. It's not the exact same, but I forgot what. Yeah, those. I don't like them.
There's Tai Yang, I think. They're like boy dolls. They're like boy Blythes that I also would love to get my hands on one of those. I mean, so Blythe dolls, I kind of think of them in the same way I think of like BJDs. I feel like they're like very similar in that the way they're constructed, because don't they? They're like you can like take their heads apart, right, and like swap out their eyes and all that pretty easily. And I feel like they're like super.
I've seen people customize them. Which is okay. Hold on. There's another. Oh, Pull Up is the other one I was thinking of. So Blythe and Pull Up, I'm not a fan of. Pull Up, however, the way that their face looks is a little less uncanny, so I do like Pull Up dolls a little bit more. Plus, look at the designs. These are cute. They're colorful. They're cartoony. There's a freaking the Vocaloid. I forgot, Hatsune Miku. Like they have, she's super cute. So they're fine. But the Blythe dolls, I just
look at this Blythe doll. Look how cute she is. Horrible. Anyway,
I
would love a Blythe doll. Chad, not so much.
Yeah.
I don't know what an Elowen Wild. That's a new one for me. Elowen Wild.
Elowen Wild dolls.
It's a interesting.
Is it a BJD?
I don't know. She's super pretty though.
Is it a Tonner? Or
it's
hold on.
Yeah, okay. A Tonner.
These definitely are not my style. These are kind of going into that porcelain doll territory, which is just not really my thing. And this is more of a style choice. The outfits look incredible, and I don't know if these are customs or if these are like the ones you can buy, but like just looking at the pictures there, they are stunning. They are gorgeous and high quality. You can literally tell just by looking at the pictures, they are high quality. But stylistically, the design of like the way the face looks and the scale of the doll is just not my thing.
Yeah.
They don't give me the heebie-jeebies the way that Blythe dolls do, but
Hater, such a hater. Rainbow High, Shadow High, back to Barbie, Ken, Monster High.
Oh yeah, Illy is my other main focus just because I'm a big Disney nerd, so.
I don't cycle my stuff out really. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm really bad about like moving stuff around. I don't really do that very often.
Me too. I think I do it every couple years. The last time I really did it was when I moved because everything had to go in boxes anyway, and then I had to decide what to bring back out. My entire Ever After High collection and all of my Monster High G1, other than the new stuff, both of those Monster High and Ever After High are in storage right now, which makes me sad because Ever After High is my favorite. I just have so many of them, and I have so many newer dolls that I can't have it all out. If I get my own apartment and have a dedicated room where I can put my entire collection, I will get way more display shelving and I will put up all of my dolls if I could, but as of right now, I just don't have the space for it.
Hi.
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 Buddy.
Barrett has come to join the conversation again.
How's it going?
Can you wave?
Hi.
Say hi, Mom. I'm on TV.
Hi, Mama at TV.
He's on TV.
On TD.
Yep. All right. There's Mom.
Where'd he go?
Oh, yeah, he came back in to say hi. Anyway. I got it.
Oh, kids.
Anyway.
The Painted Corner just started in March, so you're like really new into collecting. Wow. That's awesome.
Welcome to the hobby.
So Geisha Girl is going to Disney World for Halloween.
Ooh. Okay.
And Hollywood Horror Nights.
Ooh.
Universal.
I am much more of a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party and not so much the Haunted Horror Nights. I'm not big on gore and like the scary stuff. I like the spooky ooky cartoony fun lighthearted stuff, you know. I like the cutesy like the jack-o'-lanterns and like the fun stuff when it comes to Halloween. And I'll tell you what, because I've seen so many videos, a lot of YouTubers that I follow regularly go to Universal for the Haunted Horror Nights. The thing is, you know, how you have like when you get scared, you have the fight or flight thing. My reaction is to hit. I mean, I'm not like a big hitter, but that was way more masculine than what I do. I'm more like and I kind of, but it's like a knee jerk reaction, and it's the way they get up in your face to scare you. It would be an instant like no, like that kind of reaction, and I don't want to get tossed out of the park if I'm paying. Like, why would I pay to go to that when I know that's going to be my reaction? You know what I mean? So there's no way I'm ever doing the Halloween at Universal.
I mean, I'm not like a huge, as much as I love Halloween, I think I lean more towards like what you like with the like cutesy stuff.
Like the fun part, you know, the fun festive, whatever, you know.
I don't do haunted houses because I'm a big scaredy cat, so they freak me out.
Yeah.
If you go to a haunted house with me, you will leave the haunted house with like finger imprints on your arms for sure.
So tight.
So yes, so Taiyang is part of Pull Up. That's
oh, okay.
Pull Up and Blythe, so cute. I agree. Well, Thisbe says they intrigue and disturb them. Wee says, I love Hatsune Miku, my favorite of songs.
I like her. I mean, she's not a real. She's AI, but it's still like I like the character is really pretty and like the music is fun and stuff like that. But I think cause it's like a Vocaloid. It's AI or not exactly AI, but it's like a program that creates the music, right? Like if I'm remembering that correctly, how that works. I think it's like supposed to be like an eternal pop star, from what I remember.
Integrity Toys. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna Integrity Toys. I'm a member right now, but I have not been impressed at all this past year, and I'm probably not gonna renew next year. Because I joined because I was like, oh, I'll be able to get some good like male dolls, and all the male dolls they've come out with have been kind of like
they're not it.
No, so I'm kind of bummed about that.
You know, I really want to get an Integrity doll, but the thing is, they're more expensive. They're worth it. I'm going to say I'm not saying they're not worth it, but they're more expensive. And if I was to get one, I'd want it to be one that I specifically like, because once again, they're not all my style. So like, if I was to just get a random Integrity Toys doll, it wouldn't. It may or may not be one that I even actually like. So I'd have to wait for one. And then all the hoops I have to jump through, like being a member and doing, like just all this stuff, like it's not really worth it. So I'm like, I've kind of given up on it, So, and a lot of them just aren't really my style anyway. So
yeah.
These hands are ready to eat for everyone.
That's amazing. I love that so much.
Yes.
I want that on a t-shirt, please. Thank you.
Catch them. Oh my gosh.
So funny. Well, y'all, it is. I think it's about that time. Anything else you wanted to talk about or bring up, or?
I don't think so. I was trying to look up, like, I had, like, after our last live stream, I was trying to, like, look up or pay attention to, because I just look at stuff on Instagram, like new things coming out and stuff like that. But I think most of the stuff we've already kind of covered. So yeah, there's not a whole heck of a lot that, new stuff wise. And I don't really have too much coming up than my just normal uploads throughout the week. So there's that.
We are not doing this next Sunday as a programming note. We're taking a next Sunday off, but I will be here.
I've got a busy weekend next weekend, so unfortunately it's my fault. I can't do it. So sorry.
It's all your fault. All your fault.
I'm fired.
Fired. I will still be doing my lives on Wednesday, so that's still going on. But so next Sunday, no live stream. I'm assuming we'll resume the following Sunday, but yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching as always. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to Chad's YouTube channel. It is in the link in my description. And also subscribe to me.
If you're watching from my channel, which in the chat about half of you are, so if you're watching from my channel, the link to Enzo's channel, whichever side you're on, is in the description of this live stream. Go over to his channel and subscribe. Share the love, as it were, and go hang out with him on Wednesday, because he gets lonely since I'm not there.
I do. So yes, I will see everyone on Wednesday. Have a good week, everyone. If I don't see you on Wednesday, have a good week, Chad. If I don't see you on Wednesday, I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to end it now. So it's time to wave. All right.